Yeah. Anytime you see the lady singing and the slow beat bringing, it's Big Vern in the booth doing his thinging. I told y'all we had a huge show. I told you we had a huge show. So, recap time. Da. We talked to Texans. They beat Colts. They beat the Colts, and the Texans have positioned themselves to finish the season and probably get a wild card. Then from there, we talked Chicago, the Bears, 9-2. They're at the top of the division. They beat the reigning and defending Super Bowl champs, the Eagles. Go Birds. Kind of wishing they didn't. That's just how that, like I said, that's just how the cookie crumbles. And then the Jets. The Jets win. They beat Atlanta, another team trying to figure it out. However, the Jets did it with Tyrod Taylor, 36 years old, and he's still out there putting in work. Shout out to him. Then from there, we pivoted. We talked some Green Bay, the Packers. They beat the division foe, the Detroit Lions, and it wasn't pretty. It just came down to who wanted it more. Jordan Love, he's having himself a phenomenal season. The Cowboys, they do cowboy shit. They beat the Kansas City Chiefs, and they really pieced them up. At 6-6, I asked the question in Kansas City, is the magic gone? Then from there, we talked Devin the Dream Haney. A possible unification has been cleared for him and Rolando Romero to lock up and hook up and make horns. A unification at 147. If this is to go down next year, we're looking at around March or April. Hopefully, we can make this fight happen. We get the fights we want to see as fight fans. Then we go back to the NFL because what the hell is going on in Minnesota? It's falling apart. They haven't won a game in almost a month, and they haven't been shut out in the last 18 years. All of that came to an end over the weekend, so deal with that. Now we're going to go ahead and end this with boxing, but we'll do that when we get back from a rap album. It's your boy Big Vern. Give me a beat. What up? It's your boy Big Vern coming to you live from the Astuka Studios, and we pushing a new rap album this month. Papoose, Bars on Wheels, a journey to save hip-hop. Get it in stores where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the track are all of them. I repeat, 6 bangers, all 6 of them go. No need to skip anything. Let them play. Bar play, witticism, double entendres. My goodness. Need for Speed, Big 3. I said what I said. Come on, man. Chill button. Fentanyl is deep. Fentanyl is real deep. That's like Tupac, me and my girlfriend level deep. Then Counting Green. I'll be honest with you, bro. That's probably one of the ones I'm just like, I listened to it, but I had to force myself not to like it. That's how good it is. Straight up. Yo, Papoose, Bars on Wheels, a journey to save hip-hop. In stores now. Yo, shout out to Papoose. Make sure y'all go ahead and get the project. Bars on Wheels, a journey to save hip-hop. Yep, I like it, like everything about it. But on to this fight, debuting in February, Shakur Stevenson. He's going to take on Teofemale Lopez, a man who I detest, I do not respect. He is anti-black, and I will never give him any titles or any concerns. I do not have to like the art from the artist and that whole garbage argument that many compromised people have to put out there. No, fuck him and his existence and everything he stands for. Now that I got that out of the way, Shakur Stevenson, 5'8", with a 68-inch arm reach, 24 wins, no losses, 11 by knockout. Southpaw, he's coming off an impressive win against William Zepeda. Does he have the tools in here to upset Teofemale Lopez? You know, can he make this his coming out party at 140 pounds? Now, somebody's has got to go. And that's the truth. Somebody's has got to go. Some people want to go ahead and put this at a 50-50 fight. I don't, because I'll go ahead and break this down. There's a lot of things that I have to see, but pretty much when the fight was announced, I was always leaning Shakur, and it's levels to this. It's not anything that Shakur hasn't seen, but I'll go ahead and break that down a little bit. Like I said, here in the coming future. Teofemale Lopez, 22 wins, a loss with 13 KOs. 5'9" with a 68-inch arm reach. He's an orthodox fighter. Shakur is a southpaw. Now, he's also coming off a win over Arnold Barbosa Jr., where he showed that it was just levels to the game. Can he fight? Of course he can. But fuck him. Anyway, what I lean on when it comes to Shakur Stevenson, I lean to the OGs. Here's a man who works out with Bud Crawford. Here's a man in Shakur who works out with Andre Ward. Those are his OGs. They're able to go ahead and step into the ring and let him know, hey, look, you want to go ahead and do this. You want to go ahead and do that. Now, it's important. Like I said, it's important that you know who's in training camp with him. You know who his sparring partners are. You know who his coaches are. I think it's his granddad who still coaches Shakur. But when you need to go ahead and have this as a definitive fight, who's he bringing in? Who's his nutritionist? Who's going to go ahead and be his second corner? You know, because you know you got your first corner. Who's going to be his second corner? Who's going to be his cut man? You know, you want to see the game plan. You want to see the individuals in there. Is he training in Big Bear? Is he training, you know, in Vegas? Because Shakur lives in Texas. If that's the case, is he training in Derek James's gym? You know, Teofemale, none of these guys live on the East Coast. And I don't want people to fall into we got to go ahead and promote it. And Teo lives in Vegas. Teo's in Vegas. Shakur's in Texas. If you want to put the fight in Texas, put the fight in Texas. Don't sit here and try and race bait fans because you sat here and told people Shakur was Puerto Rican. I don't know what the hell that was about. I'm like, really? Or K? K-Star? What is you talking about, man? He's a whole black man out here. But again, trying to placate the top rank and play racism, that's just what happens. But again, at 140 pounds, this fight is going down in February. Like I said, I'm leaning on Teofemale. Hell no, I ain't leaning towards nothing on him. Leaning towards smacking him in his mouth, making it on sight when I see his weak ass. Him and his weird ass daddy. You got J-Lo. Then the crazy part with Teofemale is the excuses that his esophagus was going to explode. He didn't have a medical condition. Max Kellerman, he parroted that bullshit. And that's what I'm sitting there. People talking about Max is the realest this, that. Max ain't. Max is a motherfucking failed mixtape rapper. Get him the fuck out of here. His brother was the dude who had fighters. His brother was in the fight game. His ass was sitting there shotgun like a little kid, eyes open like, ooh, just because he know a little bit. Motherfuckers look at him like he's somebody. Get the fuck out my face before I spit on you, dog. Motherfucker, show me some bars. Show me your notepad. Do something that you do, motherfucker. You don't do this. Get the fuck out of here. But again, I think that Shakur is way too skilled. He's going to be the most accomplished guy that Teo has fought. They try to say Loma, but Loma would never take on Shakur Stevenson. Loma wouldn't do it. None of the other guys would actually give Shakur a shot. You see what happened to Valdez. He made short work of Valdez. And if you're Teofemale and Teo Senior, you had to know this dude was coming. You had to know this guy was coming and try and put together a game plan. And you should have took care of it at the lower weights, but you tried to run from it. And now it's here. So I think that the fight is here and it's a good payday, but I think Shakur is going to make an example out of Teofemale. However, well, that's the show. Thank you all for joining us. We had a great time. Make sure you smash the like and subscribe button and share the content. This is Big Vern, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.